What's up, guys? Quan602 here with another figure review. Today I have for you another figure from the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi My Hero Academia line. It is Shoto Todoroki. Let's get into it. As always, guys, before we take a look at the figure, just take a look at the packaging. This is the Amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech packaging. One of my favorite packagings when it comes to import figures. There's a lot going on. Let's go over it. So you have the window here, shows you the figure, what some of the accessories it comes with. On the side here you have figure complex Amazing Yamaguchi powered by Revoltech. Picture of Todoroki. It says Shoto Todoroki. This is series number 26. Kyoto at the bottom. In the very corner there on the right hand side you have My Hero Academia. Side here you have a picture of the figure along with a couple pictures from the anime, and there's some more pictures of the figure there. There's the top, another picture from the anime. Bottom, another picture from the anime right there, and some unreadables. And then you have the back here, which shows you a lot of different options as far as the figure goes. You see the different names, the faceplates on the side there. It says there's seven faceplates and 2 types of front hair. And at the bottom corner there, you see Todoroki along with the other 3 figures from the Revoltech line that has come out. So you have Bakugo, All Might, and Deku there. And then at the very, very bottom, you see all the options you have as far as accessories go. So, you know, a lot of cool stuff there with the packaging. I love the Amazing Yamaguchi packaging, but I don't buy it for the packaging, I buy it for the figure. So let's get into it. And here is Todoroki with everything he comes with out of the package. Before we take a look at accessories, take a look at the figure itself. Alright, and here is Shoto Todoroki in the Revoltech line. We've already seen 3 other figures, I should say, before this one. And all of them are pretty good. I actually enjoy a lot of them. Some have some issues when it comes to like the joints and everything, but we're going to see what we got here with Todoroki. So we're going to look at the aesthetics first and see how he looks. So we're just going to start at the face here. So let's zoom in on that mug right there, and I say that looks pretty good. A lot of people may say that the Figma version looks a little bit better, but I think this one is pretty spot on. I see the Figma versions as being like the earlier seasons when they were a little bit younger, and those are spot on as well. But I think this is actually a really good likeness to Shoto. So you got the eyes are painted well. His little the burn mark, that looks pretty good as well, and the hair very nice as well. Nice detail in that on both sides. To the side profile looks pretty good as well. Go to the back. Not too bad. Obviously, there's a little, the sculpt breaks up here because they put articulation in the back of the hair, so that looks a little weird. But other than that, it looks pretty good. On down to his collar, also pretty good, like the little metallic silver there. And you go down to his outfit here. Todoroki's outfit is pretty basic, so they didn't have to really do that much to it. It's just a blue jumper with a little extra accessories to it, right there. So you have this little harness thing he wears here that is nicely sculpted and has some pretty good paint there. Looks good. You go down to the belt here. Those pretty good. Those little metallic pieces are very nice. The belt is pretty clean with the browns and the different types of shades of brown there. Looks good as well. Those little gauntlets are very nice as well. You go down to his pants, there's a little piping in there. That looks good. And then you go down to the boots. Also, very nice sculpt there and very nice paint. And we'll take a look at the back as well. I think that looks pretty good. Looks just basically like the character does in the show. They've been nailing it there. A lot of people have issues with the Revoltech because of how they look in vanilla. Some people say they don't look that well, they don't look that great, but I think over the years They have gotten way better than what they used to be. It used to be that you couldn't even stand these guys in a vanilla pose, or they're gonna look terrible. But now I think he looks pretty good like this. So now let's move on to what everybody wants to go over, the articulation. Alright, yeah, so we're going to go over articulation. This is Revoltech. This is their bread and butter. This is what they're all about. So if this isn't right, then what are we doing here? So let's go over it. So we're going to start here at the neck. So you have a ball peg at the neck, and that can spin 360. He can look up that much. Very nice. And look down pretty good as well. And yeah, you can also get some tilt. Very nice. You can wiggle all around there. And then you have a joint here at the base of the neck, so you can get even more. So you can tuck his neck even more like that, and look up like that, and you can move that around too. So you get a lot of motion in the neck there. And then you come down to the shoulders here, and you have your little butterfly joint here. It's pretty nice. And the sculpt really doesn't break up that much because he has his harness here, so that's kind of stopping. If you were to look up, you can obviously you can see the Revoltech joint there. But this thank goodness that he has this strap here. It's helping to hide that, and it does a pretty good job. And you can move that very nicely though. Pretty nice butterfly joint. You come down, you come over here. You have a Revoltech joint here, and it's basically a double ball peg, and you can hinge that up. So we can get this out the way. You can hinge it up like that, and you can spin the arm around on it, and move it however you need to move it. Very nice range there, up, down, left, right, everything. So very nice range there in the arm. You come down, you have your another Revoltech double ball peg here, and that makes it hinges up. So you get way better nanny there. Very nice. And then you have your Revoltech joint here in the wrist that spins around and hinges that way, and then this actually is a separate piece too. This little brown strap right here. Just a little bit. This is a separate piece as well, and you can spin that around so it doesn't really get in the way. So it's pretty nice range there. You come over here to the ab crunch, or diaphragm joint, whatever you want to call it, and that moves very nicely all the way around. It hinges that much, very nice. The back, very nice there, but if you do it a little bit too much, you see a little gappage, but it's not that bad. And you can go left and right here and spin that however you need to spin it. And then you have your articulation here at the waist, and that spins right there. And also that moves around a lot too. Pretty good range there. So that even helps that. Look, you can tuck it. Look how much you can go down there if you use both of those. Very nice, man. Very nice. This is what Revoltech is all about. This is why you get these guys, just for stuff like that. And then this is a separate piece. This is a floating piece here. I think these two pieces are connected here, and then there's an extra piece there. And these, usually for a lot of import figures, this is a softer plastic, but this actually isn't that soft. I mean, obviously it's softer than the rest of the figure, but it's not. Usually, it's usually a little bit softer than this. But these is nice. So you have this, so you'll be able to articulate the legs better. And then these little metal things here are actually on hinges as well, so they won't get in the way when you're articulating the legs. So that's very nice. Speaking of the legs here, you got your dumbbell joint there to do the splits, which is very nice there. And he can, let's see, Todoroki can kick up about that much with that and go back, I would say about that much without actually like bumping into this really badly. And that kind of kicks out. And then you have your thigh swivel here, which is the patented Revoltech angled one, which it angles. So when you you move it, it's going up at an angle instead of going, just straight side to side. I'm still not crazy about that, but it works. Then you have your Revoltech here in the knee. Revoltech joint in the knee here. It gives you way better than 90. You can kick his butt. It's very good. So there's that. And then you have, do you have a, I thought you had a boot cut. No boot cut. Then you have your hinge here in the ankle, which goes up about that much, goes back about that much, and it rocks. So there's your ankle rocker, very nice that way, and go that way. And of course, you gotta have it, that toe articulation. So there you go. It's basically your basic Revoltech articulation there. This is why you get these guys, is the whole selling point of these figures, and I say that they did a pretty good job. Still not crazy about the angled thigh cut or thigh swivel, but other than that, man, it's pretty nice articulation. Let's take a look at the accessories. Alright, so we're here in accessories. We're going to go over the faceplates that Todoroki comes with at first. He comes with 8 different expressions that you can swap out. And this is different from the previous 3 Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi figures. Those decided to go with less faceplates and have like swappable eye parts. I, for one, am not a fan of that because the eye parts were pretty small. And even sometimes they were so small, sometimes you couldn't even tell exactly which ones you were looking for, and you had to use this tool to push them into the faces, and sometimes they wouldn't go in there all the way, and they would just fall out, and it's just a whole like very, very frustrating thing when it comes to just wanting to swap an expression on the character. I think it's just easier to have different just whole faceplates for the character instead, and maybe Revoltech saw the same thing and they were like, man, it's cool, but it's also kind of frustrating, so we're just going to go with faceplate. So I'm excited they decided to switch that, and hopefully going forward, starting here with Todoroki, they would just go with swappable faceplates instead of the eye gimmick. I just wasn't a fan of that, and I'm happy that we have actual faceplates. So we're going to start off with this one. This is the first one. It's a stern look here that Todoroki's doing, and it looks pretty nice. And here is the second faceplate here. This one is more of just a, his face is kind of resting here. He's kind of a blank face. This is kind of Todoroki's default face when you just see him like just walking around. This is basically how he looks like most of the time, and this looks pretty good as well. And here is the stern face, but this time looking off to the left. And here is the relaxed face, but looking off to the right. And here is the relaxed face again, but this time looking down. And here is his action, aka angry expression. It looks pretty nice as well. And here is the angry expression, but looking down. And here is the angry expression looking off to the right. And this is one of the coolest accessories that he comes with. It is this swappable hairpiece. And this is basically the same head, but just you can swap out the top part of it for this one. And I love the sculpt right there, the wild hair there, and then you have this cool fire effect coming off the right side of Todoroki's head, which is really cool. We've seen him do this in the anime. Looks very, very good. Todoroki comes with 4 sets of hands and then an extra left hand. And this is the fist hands come with him out of the package. They look pretty good. And here's a pair of relaxed hands. They're also kind of stylized. They look very nice. And here are some very expressive action hands. I love how these are sculpted. These are awesome. Okay guys, so I actually made a mistake when I was talking about exactly how many hands he had that Todoroki has. He actually has 3 pairs of hands and then 2 extra right hands and then an extra left hand. So this is the first of the extras. So there's just another stylized hand here. Looks very nice. comes with one right open palm hand. It's kind of like a key blast type of spreaded hands. Also looks pretty good. And last, it comes with one extra left hand, which is he's kind of like making like a pinching motion, or maybe it's pointing. I'm not really sure what this hand is for, but it's very well sculpted. So there you go. And this next accessory is this cell phone right here, which he holds with his hand. Let me take it out of his hand real quick, and it's very small. If you guys can see that. Well, there's the back. Kind of can see the camera and everything right there. You turn it this way, and you can see some text messages. Doesn't actually have any text on it. But whoever he texting does not have an iPhone. He has a Samsung or some other kind of phone because of the green. But that's pretty cool. They actually put something there on the phone. Who was it that came with a phone? I'm trying to think of what figure recently came with a phone, and I don't think that they had any like anything on the screen. I think it might have been Miles or Peter, one of the Into the Spider-Verse figures that had it. I think I could be wrong, but this is pretty cool. Just some extra for Todoroki. Now we're going to take a look at Todoroki's quirk effects. Now we know that he has the ability to control fire and ice, and you get accessories for that. So this is what you get as far as the fire goes. You get these. You get 3 of these flame effects. They're all the same. It's just 3 different versions of it. And this is pretty cool. So it's kind of like a translucent yellow, and it has like little orange to red in the very tips. Looks very nice. And you can plug these in to the ports here on the figure. So you find anywhere where there's a port, like right here, you can place that right there and turn it however you want to. Same for under his boot right here. And yeah, so obviously his fire effects are on in the show are on his left side here. Well, I guess your right side if you're watching this. So you can put that anywhere over here, and if you want to, you can actually do it any way you want to. But these are pretty cool. You get 3 of those. I wish you would have came with some more flame effects, but these are cool. Next, we're going to take a look at the ice quirk effects. And these are the 2 big ones that come with it. So you get 2 of these big, icicle effects here. Very hard plastic, but it has some really cool paint. So it goes from the translucent blue plastic at the bottom, and then they put like some nice white paint at the edges to make it look like ice. And that looks pretty good. I love the detail in there. Those are pretty nice. And it also has a plug there. And like I said, you can plug that into his arm or to his foot, or however you would like to. And you get 2 of these. Next, you have these 2 smaller ice effects, which can also be plugged in to any of the ports on his body. And they're pretty cool too. So that's how that looks right here. They're both the same. They're not no different. Let's see. So I can give you a better look than that. So yeah, that's how that looks. Also painted pretty nicely. Pretty cool. And here is his final ice effect here, and it is a ice effect specifically made for this open palm hand. So it's basically so he can not summon, but spread ice on the ground or on the wall, or wherever you want to put it. And there's specifically a printout on this effect just for his hand. So if I move that, you can kind of see it. So we move him. Oh, you can see it right there. And if I pull that off, you can also see it. So let me turn it around for you. That's how that looks. Very nice. And his final accessory outside of the Revoltech stand that every Revoltech figure comes with, you get these comic book like panel noises that all of the My Hero Academia figures have come with so far. You get 3 of them. So some ACBA-esque text here. So you got the swoosh and for fire, swoosh for the ice, and a wakoom. And you can place these on the Revoltech stand and place them beside Todoroki, and you know, make some pretty cool ACBA pictures with that. So those are very nice. Alright, it's size comparison time. Time to compare Todoroki to other figures from other lines. Here he is beside Amazing Yamaguchi All Might. So that's how that comparison looks like. Here he is beside his Figma counterpart. That looks pretty good. And like I said, the Figma figures are just basically how they looked when they were younger. That looks pretty good. Here he is beside Marvel Legends Captain America and Star Wars Black Series Boba Fett. Here he is beside SH Figure Arts Saiyan Race on the Earth Son Goku and BuzzMod's Nezuko. Here he is beside Mezco the 112th Blade and Mafek's Hutch Superman. Overall, Revoltech's Amazing Yamaguchi Shoto Todoroki is a fantastic figure and a great addition to the My Hero Academia Revoltech line, and probably it's a step up from those previous figures. I had issues with the previous figure, which was Bakugo, who came before this one, and I think they really did their best to improve those things. One of the big things I had an issue with when it came to that figure was that the Revoltech joints were strong enough to support the heavy accessories that he came with. That is not an issue here with Todoroki. I was able to use every single effect, and those Revoltech joints were strong enough to support him in any type of pose I wanted to put him in, and that is awesome. Another thing that they decided to do with this figure is to get rid of the eye gimmick by replacing the eyes and doing all that, and instead going the traditional way and having multiple faceplates. That was a great call, because trying to just mess with those eye gimmicks, it's very tedious and makes it less fun to mess around with these figures. I actually rather have faceplates, and I think that maybe Revoltech saw that and decided to change it, and I'm glad they did. That's also a very positive thing. Also, the Revoltech, like I've said in every other review for these figures, is that you can have these guys in vanilla poses and they look great. You can have them walking, you can have them just standing there, and we all know that that's been an issue with Revoltech figures in the past, but they are improving that, and this guy is no different from that. And he's just an awesome figure guy. He looks just like he does in the currently in the show and in the manga. They did a really good job with this very popular character. I'm glad they knocked Todoroki out of the park, and as of right now, after just reviewing this guy, he may be at least my second favorite figure out of this line, just behind Deku, because I love that Deku figure. This guy is awesome, and if you are a My Hero Academia fan, or if you're just a fan of very articulated figures that you can do a lot with, go out and get this guy, man. I really don't have anything negative to say, other than I wish he would have came with more flame quirk effects. He only really comes with the three effects. One of them you can see right here, the three little swooshing flame effects, and then the alternative hair effect. I would love to have maybe like a fire shooting effect or something like that, just something different. I feel like the ice effects got a little bit more love here than the flame ones. But never fret though, because his Big Papa Endeavor is coming soon, and he's going to be coming with a slew of different fire effects, and I'm sure you will be able to swap those these effects and those effects in between the two characters. So that's not really a big issue if you plan on collecting the whole line like I am. And if you're a My Hero Academia fan, you're probably going to be doing that anyway. So if you are a fan of these guys, definitely go out and get this figure, man. He is awesome, and a welcome addition to my My Hero Academia collection. So guys, if you like this video, please smash the like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so for more figure reviews. And also hit that bell icon to get notified every time I put up a video. And yeah, guys, I will see you in the next one. Stay gold, everybody. Peace.